Have you ever been surrounded by dozens or several hundreds of people, but you still kind of felt like you were alone? There's plenty of people to talk to, but you don't want to go through the awkward introductions, lagging conversations, and the dull, meaningless departures. You just don't want to go out there and put yourself on the spot, kind of like I'm doing. Well, hopefully you'll each take something away today that will help you with those situations in the future. And it'll help you when you're making the dreaded small talk. And that's what this pitch is about. Now y'all know. The concept is relevant and it's pertinent to any age, career, gender, or group of people. It doesn't matter what field you're going into, what you do with your life. It's still going to be something that's really important to you. Small talk is something that's learned through hands-on experience, which I've gotten much hands-on experience over the past few years working in customer service industries. I decided to look further into this topic to gain more skills and insight because I'm really, really bad at small talk. I don't like talking to people. I don't like going up and like, hey, how are you? And just hoping that you don't run away from me, because that's happened more times than I can count. It's okay. You learn from it. I'm going to explain some concepts that will allow for an easier, more fluid-like conversation by personalizing, remembering, and keeping things interesting whenever you're interacting with a stranger. The first thing is you should keep small talk personal, apply situations from your own life. For example, if you have kids, walk up and say, hey, how are you doing? I'm so-and-so, make the introductions, and then say, so I see you have a wedding band on there. That was the wrong hand I pointed out, but you do have one on this hand too, so it's okay. I'm also married, which I'm not, but you know, for the sake of the conversation. I've got 2 kids. What about you? Kind of go from there. My kids like Barney. Maybe your kids like Barney too. Kind of keep it personal. The website People Skills Decoded makes a good point in their 2011 article by Edward entitled How to Make Small Talk by stating that you should keep your small talk personal. They're not too personal. Like, nobody needs to know about what you do in the bedroom or what you're doing outside of work. Keep it professional but personal. Talk about things that really mean something to you rather than just simply talking about what you think you should do. Don't just talk about things to keep the conversation going. Stay on topics that you're both interested in, all parties are interested in. For example, if I'm talking to you about small talk and you look super bored, which I don't blame you, then I should change topics and talk about that Coke that you've got. I like Coke, you like Coke, we have that in common. We'll go from there. In order to keep things personal, you don't need to necessarily talk about your kids or your high school sweetheart. You can talk about the weather and still maintain a type of ownership of that topic. If the weather's been sunny and warm where I live, maybe it's been sunny and warm where you are as well. So maybe we've experienced the same things. If it's been raining a lot, like it looks like it's about to now, we could share our best tips on how to keep our hair from getting messed up, or for those of you who don't have much hair to mess up, we could.
Did she refer to us?
I didn't make eye contact with anybody on that one. I was just like, anybody who does
I think
it.
she implied.
I think she did.
I think she did, I really do.
It was raining a little bit when I left, and my hair is kind of all.
Would you want to do that again?
I do not, thank you. Appreciate it. Speaking of keeping things personal, let's look at some ways that will help you allow your listener to feel more of a connection with you. Maintaining eye contact and remembering names signifies that you're really listening and you're interested in what's being discussed. I'm really bad about making eye contact with people. I don't want to look at your eyes. I don't care what your eyes are doing. Like, I just want to do this and walk to you, look at the floor. So that's something I've really had to work on, is maintaining eye contact. I'm awful with remembering names. You can tell me your name 10 times and I'm going to be like, have we met before? I know you from somewhere. I just don't know where. I'm good with faces. But Career Builder offers examples on their website in an article written in 2007 about tips for making small talk for focusing on work-related small talk topics. Whenever making introductions, be sure to shake hands and make eye contact. As you're introducing yourself, be sure to repeat the other person's name when they offer it. Repeating things helps you remember stuff. So if you tell me that your name's Bob, I'll be like, hi Bob, it's nice to meet you. And as we progress through the conversation, I'll say your name again and say, oh Bob, you're so funny, haha. Make it awkward.
You have so little hair.
Oh, I wasn't going to mention your hair. Just keep that.
Which ones we talking about?
Oh my
The ones
goodness.
on your chin.
Yeah.
That would be those. In order to allow yourself to truly stay interested in the topics, you can change things up. Because I know for me, it's really hard for you to stay on one topic if you're not even interested in it at all. If you can just step out there, that's fine.
That's my way of looking at it.
Mr. Gager points out in his article on the Oklahoma University website that whenever you're engaged in work situations, don't limit yourself to one person to have small talk. Kind of go around and talk to several people, because if I just talk to you, I'm probably going to be so bored. So I'm going to go.
Oh, thank
around-
you. I appreciate
Really
that.
bad.
I chose you specifically for that one.
I figured you did, yeah.
You
You
don't
really got
have
my attention now.
That's the point of this.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to focus solely on work topics. You can make things a little fun. Just remember to not keep it too personal. Stay out there in professionalism. So today I presented you with all the points that can potentially aid in your success when engaged in small talk. Personalize, remember, and variety. The next time that you're in a crowded room and someone approaches you, you can use these points to alleviate the awkwardness and tension. One-on-one interactions will occur regardless of our backgrounds or features, but now you'll know how to handle them more effectively, hopefully, and not screw up your words like I've done. So thanks, guys. That's it.
Are you